y'all. So this day 2 of the Daniel fast. I feel good. I really woke up this morning just trying my best to keep my mind focused on the things of the spirit. The whole purpose of this is to try to transform and focus our minds. So that's what I'm doing on my drive to work today. No booty popping, shaking music. Just me in this car. What is it? I don't know what y'all call it. I could say it's my fast, but it's a scripture in the Bible that tells you when you fast, don't tell people, if that makes sense. So it's always been a weird thing with mine. You know, I'll tell people prior, like, you know, when you proclaim a fast, or it's like, we gon' fast, I'll be like, hey y'all, we gon' fast. I remember one fast year, it was so hard. It was just hard. I don't know what it was. I feel like I was just one big ball of fat. You know what it was? Thanksgiving hit me hard that year. I think I had cooked and ate, and I just was loving food so much. It was hard for me to transition to healthy food. So it was like that whole fast. You want to know something? That whole 40 days, I think every day I ate 2 bean burritos from Taco Bell. It was like, and I didn't get no breakthrough. I don't think I heard from God. I made it through, but it was a struggle. But nah, I'm in it. Like, I'm in it 10 toes right now. I'm telling you, my carrots, I got my collard greens, I got my homemade meal cornbread, I got my corn on the cob. Did I say that already? But nah, I'm eating today. Oh, I got a pickle. You gotta be prepared. It gotta be like preparation. Like, you gotta have your bag packed, your Ziplocs ready. It's a state. I'm telling you, it's a sacrifice and a state of mind. That's why the Holy Spirit can move so strongly in people's lives who have taken all the defilement out and cleansed themselves. Because it's not a diet. It's a discipline. I want to say maybe tomorrow, since today is my Friday, y'all. I'm off forever from the job. God is so good. But I want to say tomorrow we could go to the grocery store, and maybe I could give you an idea of the things that you can eat. If them foods ain't popping, you ain't going to be happy. Like, I got some good tasting foods. Like my carrots, for instance. Just for instance, for today even, you could I got a steamer, so I steam my carrots where they not crispy, crunchy, like veg, you know, like rabbit carrots or whatever. They like steam, so they a little soft and have a good warm texture to them. Especially with all this COVID stuff going on, you have to be able to eat the foods that God readily provide. Like, I eat a lemon a day, and I've been incorporating limes too. I don't know the purpose of a lime, but you know what? It's growing on the trees right now. So if it's growing on the trees right now, that means that's what we need to be eating. Walnuts, I got 2 bags of walnuts yesterday. They don't just got walnuts. I wish I could show you at the store, though. They got heck of nuts. They on sale right now. So that means, what is God saying? That we need to be eating our nuts. We need to be eating lemons. And I hear people talk about it being expensive. It's about $50 or $60 a day. Spend, you know, normally just eating. Nah, probably like, at the fast food stuffs, I probably spend like $25 to $30 a day. So yeah, it's about $20 more. But I'm trying to tell you though, it's worth on spend probably $20 more a day than you normally would, but it's worth it. It's a good investment in your spiritual growth with God. I don't know if I stressed enough yesterday about the reading. The reading of the word is so vital within the fast. Yesterday was day 1, and if you watched the video before, we were read Daniel chapter 1, and then later that evening, you were supposed to read Job chapter 1. Decided today, instead of us going on to chapters 2, I really want to visit Job together with you for chapter 1. But either way, we're going to go in and visit our brother Job, and we're going to read together Job chapter 1. I don't even have to, I could just go straight in, so y'all know how I'm coming. Job chapter 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep, and 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and cursed God in their hearts. Thus did Job continually. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Does Job fear God for naught? Has not thou made a hedge around him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thy hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he has is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, The oxen were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabaeans fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there also came another and said, The fire of God has fallen from heaven, and have burnt up the sheep and the servants, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, The Chaldeans made out 3 bands, and fell upon the camels, and have carried them away. Yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there also came another and said, Thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the four corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Then Job arose and rent his mantle, and shaved his head, and fell down upon the ground and worshipped, and said, Naked come I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. In Job chapter 1, I don't think people realize the phenomenalness of that God spoke, and the interactions between God and the devil was so telling. I read it last night and waking up this morning pondering and meditating on the word from last night. That question that we all have as humans. Why do bad things happen to good people? If you read Job, it's like, because God allowed the devil to ravage them. I feel like sometimes the people deserve it, and sometimes they don't. But it's mind-boggling that I think a lot of people view God in, like I said, a perspective is He's holy, He's omnipotent, but He also understands that we do have our own free will. And so a lot of times you hear that saying of the devil made me do it. God, how could you let this happen? Job went in. He just went in. Job had no idea that the devil had and God had a consultation on his behalf. He had no idea. How many of us you think God and the devil having consultations on our behalf? I want to be, God, are you testing me? God, is this a place for growth? Do I need to reposition myself? Lord, do you have nothing to do with this? And this is just a battle between me and the enemy. And then sometimes it's just me. Hey, y'all. So I just want to touch a little more on the reading for today. Again, we're talking about Daniel fast. Yes, I'm still at work. It's my Friday though. Ew, I'm off in a minute. But we still talking about the Daniel fast. And it was something that really struck me in reading it and editing the video and stuff. At the end, I know we've heard this saying before, but Job lost his kids. They said he was like one of the richest men in the East. He lost everything. And you know what he said? The Lord gave, and the Lord taketh away. And I just really want to stress through this fast and help people understand that we have perceptions of God that if you read the Old Testament and the situations and stories and how God functions, there needs to be a healthy fear of the Lord, because God is not playing out here in these streets with us. And the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. So I hope you're eating your fruits, vegetables, drink plenty of water, read your word. Today, again, just because I focused on Job chapter 1, we're still reading Daniel chapter 2 and Job chapter 2. That's where our reading is. So that's it for today, y'all. Daniel fast, day 2. Have a blessed day. Y'all be happy, healthy, and whole. Holidays are coming up. Christmas in a couple of days. I love you guys. Be safe. Bye.